control. Breach in 5, 4, 3.
What's up, guys? It's Uncle Freedom coming to you on another glorious and well-deserved day off. Although it's my last day off in this time of the week, I will actually be going to working weekend days, which is almost a crime because I pay like $100 a month to stream college football that I won't be home to watch. Yep, there's a crime for you. First world problems, right? So today, guys, we're actually going to look at everyday carry. Now, I did a video about everyday carry essentials some time back, but I actually didn't really look at my EDC. I just gave you guys a bunch of options for stuff that you could carry, not necessarily what I carried. So this varies a lot between my at-work EDC and my off-duty EDC. We're going to focus on my off-duty EDC today. So if that sounds like fun and it's interesting to you, maybe you're looking to up your EDC game, go ahead, like, subscribe, tell a friend. We are growing. Well over 9,000 at this point, creeping our way towards 10 grand. So I've decided to make some new ways for people to finally get in touch with me. I've always had the Instagram account at UncleFreedom213. I added an Outlook email account for those of you that don't do social media. God bless you. It's UncleFreedom213 at Outlook.com. But I've recently added a Facebook page. It is also at UncleFreedom213 for those of you that don't do the gram. In addition to those things, if you get onto the Instagram page or the Facebook page in the website deal, there is a Linktree account that will take you to my Linktree account where all of the people that support my channel, think Warren Tactical for scope bases and mag extensions, which I adore. I made a video about those. Tyrant CNC, Gun Mag Warehouse, awesome people over there. Buy a lot of mags from them, as well as the good folks, soon to be the good folks over at Dry Fire Mag, and also at C&H Precision, and one of my favorite companies of all time, Coltac. Anybody that I actually have discount codes for, it'll be listed in the link itself. It'll say use code, code this, whatever. But those people, anytime you place an order through there, I get a little bit of money on the back end from that for you using those links. So if you are planning to shop in any of those places, I would appreciate it. It helps the channel. Those guys help me out. So, and I will never put a link up for somebody's stuff that I don't like or don't appreciate. So let's look at my everyday carry. So I've taken it all out of my pockets because I figured that was just going to be a more efficient way to do this video. But I'm a gun guy first and foremost. I think if you can legally own and possess a firearm, you should be able to carry it because self-defense is a human right. And scumbags exist everywhere. So first up for me, let's look at the gun that I have been carrying most recently. Ta-da! Yeah, I've seen this guy before in my real cost building out a CCW. This is my Glock 48 in the Skydive Cerakote. T-Rex Arms Sidecar 2.0. I feel like Vanna White. Sidecar 2.0. And in this guy, we have the Vortex Defender CCW. Has been an excellent red dot thus far. Streamlight TLR 7 sub. I do not have my new sights in yet. I am bummed about that. But I have added a few more things to this. In another video, you will see it as well, and that is the Tyrant CNC. I have their extended slide stop, extended mag release, and their magwell for the G48 43X. Such a fantastic gun. Like, oh man, it's awesome. It's a lot easier to manipulate with that slightly extended slide stop and that mag release. So I love this gun. This is my baby. It's going everywhere with me. So how do I carry it? What do I carry in it? Well, right now, because I have not vetted the other mags out there to the extent that I trust them, I run factory 10-round mags. I will be adding Warren extensions to my secondary mag for this guy, so that'll give me 12 rounds in the gun, 12 rounds to backup. And what do I carry in that guy? Well, I carry Hornady Critical Duty 135 grain plus P. I am a huge believer and fan of this round. I think it's one of the best self-defense rounds on the market, not because Hornady pays me, because they don't. But because Hornady put their money where their mouth is, and I watched them actually shoot it. And then I shot it, and I got very similar results to their stuff in calibrated ballistics gel. It's just good stuff. Like, it's hard to be mad at a round that does what it's supposed to do literally every time you shoot it. So I like it. It's earned my trust. It's one of my favorites. Next up for me is a knife, because I believe every man, woman, and child should have a knife. I said child. I know somebody's going to not agree with that. But here's the thing. When I was 5, I was carrying a pocket knife because I was raised to not be an idiot. So raise people to not be idiots, because knives are tools and you should be able to carry one without being into trouble. I am not advocating carrying one to school. Please don't do that. The world has changed. It's not the same world I live in. I don't agree with it, but it's changed. But knife, what do I carry? Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Canvas Micarta and Crew Wear, known as the Crew Carta. I adore this knife. So smooth. It's also great to pass time if you're bored, because you can flick this thing in like 9,000 different directions and get some boredom out of your system. I love the compression lock on this guy. Keeps your fingers out of the way. Super tough and durable. I use this thing all the time at work. We have thermal printers in the truck for printing out citations and tickets. I use this to cut your ticket off. So I use this thing all the time. I really like it. Probably one of my favorite things. Light. Because you're not superhuman. You can't see in the dark. You should probably carry a flashlight. You are guaranteed it's going to get dark every day unless you live in Alaska and it's like July. It's going to get dark. It's just going to happen. We're getting into the dark time of the year, even if you live in Alaska, where it will just be dark constantly. You need a flashlight. I know, you got one on your gun. Please don't look for your crap with your gun light. That's not a good idea. That's a really dumb decision. Don't do it. So I carry this guy. This is my Surefire EDC L1T. So why do I like this light? I've had a bunch of different lights. This is not the cheapest option on the planet. This is not a cheap light at all. This is like $150+ light, but it's tough. It's durable. It's been in my pocket for about a year. It barely shows anywhere. The only thing I did to it is I added this shock cord mod to it. Now, the reason I have that on there is I can do this and still have my hands. Or if I'm in kind of a sketchy situation, I can put it on here and then actually activate the light like this to see what's going on. And I have full control of my hands and just use the weapon light if I needed to. So one of the things I like about this light is it has a gas pedal switch. Now, if you need constant on, you just turn the tail cap. You can turn it a little bit and get constant on 5, turn it a lot a bit and get constant on 500. Same deal for the pressure pad. If I just barely touch it, I get 5 lumens. If I touch it really hard, I get 500 lumens, which is great because in a high stress environment, I'm not going to come out and be like, oh, 5 lumens. I don't want to do that. I don't like lights. I set modes. I don't like that at all. Because if I set that mode at like 20 lumens because I was looking for my keys in my car and I don't want to blind myself, and then like I've got a crazy guy in a parking lot, I don't want to come out and be like, and only hit him with 5 lumens. I want to come out and be like, all the lumens all the time. Fact. So a good flashlight's imperative. Spend some money, get something decent. I will say I'm going to be upgrading this soon to the mod light because I want to check their stuff out. Their stuff's great on guns. I'd like to see their handheld versions myself. Next up for me is a pin. And the reason I say a pin is because you look like a royal chode bag every time you pull this out to take notes. Unpopular opinion. I don't care. I think you look disrespectful as hell. And I've never met anybody that just pulled this out and put something in it. They pull it out, put something in it, then check their emails, then get on Facebook, and then start playing Candy Crush. You look stupid. Stop doing that. Be a grown-up, write stuff down. Science has proven that if you write things down, it helps you to remember them later. It's a positive occurrence. Please, for the love of God, write stuff down. Get a notebook. So as far as notebook goes, I'm a big fan of Story Supply, Field Notes, and Moleskine, the little cashier books. I carry those all the time, but I figured I'd show something different in this video, and that is something like this guy. This is a small, slightly smaller than a Field Notes, but this is a Write in the Rain, so a waterproof notebook, much thicker. Fantastic little piece of equipment. Or this guy. This is the Write in the Rain index card wallet. So I can put 3 to 5 notebook cards on the outside and write stuff down as I need to, but it also Velcros open. And when I Velcro it open, I have more index cards on the inside that I can pull out and do what I need. This cover is made in the USA, which is awesome. Has a cool handy dandy pin loop up here, which I forget I have 90% of the time, though I do like that guy. So to go along with your cool notebook, what do you need? You need a pen, right? Now, I know your Bic pen is great, and sometimes they are. But I like writing with nice things. What's been my standard now for quite a while is the Karas Customs EDK. This one is in fluted solid copper. This is a heavy pen. I do not loan this pen out because I'll never get it back because it's a really nice heavy pen. Just look at the pocket clip. But the clicker, super, super quiet. To give you an example, this is a more high-end pen too. Much louder. Yeah. So I like this pen a lot. I carry this pen all the time, usually in conjunction with that because it works no matter what on Write in the Rain. I carry this guy. This is a Graph Gear 1000 pen from Pentel. So you push the thing here and it actually extends your barrel sleeve. So it keeps you from jacking your barrel sleeve up and then you just pop it back out like that. I like having a pencil and a pen. May not carry both, but I have one of those two items on me. Because again, you look like a douche when you take notes on your phone. Please don't do it. So after my notebook and my pen, something I can't go anywhere without is my wallet. Because I like cash, because cash, works. Wu-Tang Clan had it right back in the day. But so for a wallet, I tried a bunch of different stuff over the years, and I found this one day at the 511 store in Omaha, Nebraska. And this is the, I think, Strike wallet. It's like Type 13 webbing on the outside here. I've got a loop field on the front. And for those of you that know, you know what I'm talking about. ZFD, guys. I love these guys. But it's actually got a card pocket on the front, which is great because my 2 RFID cards to get into the school system and to the PD itself are on the outside of this wallet. I just magic wallet scan myself in. On the inside of this guy here, I have an actual elastic card slot here, and then my ID wallet side here. There's actually pockets on both sides where I can fit as many cards as I need to. Plus, I have your standard cash part of the wallet back here. I really like this. It's slim enough to put in my front pocket, but it's big enough to hold all of the stuff that I find myself needing or have to carry. In addition to that, in my front pocket, I always carry a coin. Maybe this is because I'm secretly Harvey Dent, or it could be because back in the military, if you didn't carry your challenge coin, you bought a lot of beer. Or it could just be that when I grew up, everybody carried a silver dollar in their pocket as like a lucky coin. I don't carry a Morgan silver dollar. I carry a solid silver 1 ounce coin. I think I've had this one going on 10 years now. It's been in my pocket every day. I just no, it's not because I'm waiting to use this as barter currency when the world ends. It's because I like having a coin. And I have decided more than one thing in my life by flipping a coin. Fact. So the next one is because I'm old and I have to carry this stuff. I also did not take very good care of myself when I was a younger man. I did stupid stuff like fell out of perfectly good planes, not as soft of a landing as you think. I've also slid down ropes out of helicopters, also not as soft of a landing as you think. I've rappelled out of towers and done things. I've hiked stuff up mountains. I just, I'd lived like 10 lives in like the 10 years, but it's really hard on your body. I mean, I've had knee replacements, elbow surgeries, rib surgeries, broken my sternal cartilage. Like I've jacked myself up. So the problem is when you break enough stuff, eventually you have to start taking medication because you broke too much stuff. For me, Advil Ranger Candy lives in here, as well as the odd muscle relaxer I have to have for when the spasms get really, really bad. I carried a match safe for a really long time, one of the old school ones, but I found this guy on CountyCom. This is a solid brass machine match safe. Now it does have this compass that does not work, and I really wish they had left that off and just made it a flat brass cap, but it unscrews on either ends. It's got O-rings on each end. So I get really secure waterproof storage for my medication. This is in my pocket. I don't care where I'm going. I have this because walking is useful. So meds, if you're an older guy or maybe you carry your meds, they also have smaller titanium ones. CountyCom, great folks over there, make great stuff. I highly recommend their stuff. So next is something a little weird. Now I do carry a multi-tool at work. I carry a Leatherman Super Tool 300 on the front of my vest, but when I'm not at work, I don't carry a Leatherman. I don't. They're heavy, they're cumbersome. There's really nowhere I can put them. But I like having a multi-tool, something that gives me the option to screw in screws or do stuff like that. And probably the most used one I have is this guy here. This is the Victorinox Huntsman. Now, I upgraded mine with the plus scales in Hunter Green. All the plus scales mean is I have a ballpoint pen insert in my scales, and I have a straight pin in my scales. There's actually spots for both of these. Now, here's the fun fact. I forget I have the straight pin all the time, and I've never used the ink pen, but by God, I have them. Yep. And then I have a little screwdriver, screw the eyeglasses screwdriver screwed down inside of my corkscrew. I use this thing all the time. Like I have the tools that I need. I just don't have pliers. Usually on duty, I carry something like the Mini Champ here, which has got a bunch of stuff in here, including probably one of the coolest tools ever created on this thing right here makes short work out of clamshell packaging. That is awesome. But I carry this guy, and even this little short guy here actually has, so I have my tweezers right there, but I have an ink pen that pops out of the scales because, yeah, that's just cool. That's why I have it. So in addition to that, I carry something most people don't see. In my previous life, I did some locksmith apprenticing. I also need it on a daily basis, a lot of times at work. and I like having the capability. Now I carry this spy patch, so special purpose insertion extraction. It's nowhere near as cool as the real thing, but it's made by ITS Tactical, and it's a little bitty guy, right? Now this is not a part of the spy pouch. This is a Lockpick Tools jackknife, so it's a full lockpick kit with the tension wrench on top. But this is the spy pouch. Now, this is not the stuff that comes in the spy pouch. I kind of modified it to make do with what I wanted. So I have tension wrenches here, and then I have a full set of these Sparrows mace picks right here, the worm, the double Bogota, the triple Bogota. I also have some bypass tools in here for padlocks or handcuffs, and then a jiggler key for wafer locks. Super simple, very compact. Is it for everybody? No. Somebody's going to say something about, but it's burglar tools. I've never seen this be a burglar. Lockpicks aren't a burglar tool. There's this thing called lock sport. People actually do it. And I will tell you, it's kind of therapeutic to just sit around and pick locks. I do it all the freaking time. But I carry this in my pocket. Extra, don't need it. I don't know. But I've locked myself out of stuff before and actually needed it, and it was useful. So I have harped on this many, many a times. And that is, if you carry a gun, you should carry a way to treat trauma. Because if you ever come into the day where you need the gun, odds are you're going to need to treat trauma. Just kind of how it works. You can do a lot of options. My option, my standby has been since I tried it, is this guy. This is the Dark Angel Medical Pocket or Ankle Trauma Kit. So I have a soft T tourniquet, hyphen compact chest seals. I have a thing of compressed gauze in here, 4-inch flat fold ETD, quick clot, and a pair of gloves. I also have a slot over here if I want to put an ARS needle, which I don't do because I am not, if I'm off duty and we've hit the point where I am venting your chest cavity because you are suffering from a tension pneumothorax, we have a new problem. Like, where the hell's the ambulance? But I carry medical. Fun fact about the guys over at Dark Angel, I actually should be an affiliate for these guys soon. Awesome stuff. I highly recommend their stuff. I spend my own money to get Dark Angel stuff. It's amazing equipment. It is just good. Also, when you deal with Dark Angel, if you ever use a piece of your kit in saving somebody's life, they will replace your kit forever. Fact. Always have a trauma kit. I actually carry the same one at work too. I carry it. I wear pants almost all the time, so don't wear this with shorts. You look stupid. This is not what you wear with shorts. For the love of God, don't wear this with shorts. Please. Pants. Pants are fine. Wear pants. Next up for me, so back in my earlier childhood, I was stationed in Alaska. When I was stationed in Alaska, I suffered snow blindness, which is where you basically sunburn your corneas. It's not fun for anybody. It feels like somebody poured like molten gravel in your eyes. But it made me very light sensitive. So for me, having a good pair of sunglasses is a zero question thing. I have to have them. I know people don't spend money on sunglasses because they lose them or break them. Take better care of your stuff. Be an adult. Also, don't wear your nice sunglasses when you're taking gravel off the face. You won't jack them up nearly as bad. For me, I've had these guys right here for, I think, 4 years. These are the Oakley Slivers. I have a new pair ready to take the throne when these get jacked up too bad for me to wear. But I haven't had any issue. It's kind of that classic Wayfarer design. Super lightweight, very comfortable. Also very comfortable to wear under ear pro because these are very slim temples. I like those a lot. Also, always have a hat, even if it's just in my backpack. This is my SavTac hat from Savage Tacticians. I do enjoy it. I've harped on this before, things you should experience. Wear a watch, guys. So for me, it's still this guy here. This is the Citizen Eco Drive Pro Master Diver 200-meter dive watch. Awesome, right? This is the solar-powered variant. I really like this. I don't have to worry so much about it when I'm shooting on the range, disrupting the mechanical system inside of there. And I have this on an elastic paratrooper strap. So it's a NATO strap, but it's actually elastic. Very, very, very comfortable. Next up for me, water is life. This goes everywhere with me. Kids' soccer games, space birthday parties, to work. Gym, this goes. This is the Iron Infidel Battle Bottle. This is the half-gallon version, the 64-ounce. This will keep ice all day long in a 100-degree truck. It's got these pockets that I don't use for anything ever. This is supposed to hold your phone. I don't put my phone in it. My phone's in my pocket. It's got this smaller pocket on the front with like a loop fill to put a patch. That's the patch that came with it. And what do I have in here? Well, I have Altoids because, bad breath. It's a thing. Do something about it. Brush your teeth. So after that, last but not least, part of your everyday carry is your footwear. I see people all the time that will buy very expensive lights, knives, guns, build this stuff out, and then wear like the cheapest hiking boots they can find. For the love of God, buy decent shoes. They make a difference. If you get into a gunfight at Walmart because you live in Chicago at this point and you're in a bad situation, would you rather blow out your flip flop trying to run around a corner and eat crap while you're trying to defend your family or stop something? Or would you rather be wearing a shoe that's better? Also, if something happens and you have to walk home 10 miles just because your car broke down and you have no cell service, do you want to take that trek in flip flops? I know I damn sure don't. So for me, like right now, I am wearing these Solomon Speed Cross 6s. I really like those, but typically for me, I wear a hiking boot. So one that I wear all the time. These are new. I figured I'd bring these down and show them to you guys so we can talk about why shoes are shoes. These are the Merrell Moab Speeds. These are far more lightweight than the original Merrell Moabs. I have those too. Much different outsole. These are a lot more comfortable. These feel like tennis shoes. These are the Gore-Tex version of it, so these are waterproof. These do not look tactical in any way, shape, or form unless you consider lime green tactical, and I don't. But I actually recently ordered in the off-duty version of this. This is my duty boot. I wear this at work. These are the new ones from Merrell. These are known as the Rogue. These are amazing. Holy crap. If you wear pants like Cries or First Tactical or stuff that have the hooks in the front, you can actually hook them down to the front of your boot here in case you didn't know what that hook was for. Now you do. These are the most comfortable freaking boots I've ever worn. 12, 14 hours on shift, standing with all that gear on. Super comfortable. Knees don't hurt, hips don't hurt, lower back doesn't hurt, and more importantly, my feet aren't barking at the end of the day. These are amazing. Super, very lightweight. Gore-Tex, really aggressive outsole to get good traction. Pro tip for anybody with speed laces, tie a small knot in the end of your stuff so that your laces don't fall out of your speed laces every time and you have to redo them. These are amazing. So these were so good, I bought these like the not tactical version so that I could wear them off duty because they are just so good. Like, holy crap, man. These blow the Moabs out of the water. But that said, you are going to pay for them. These are about $250 a pair. They're not cheap. But like most things in life, if you're going to invest, but then again, I came from the cowboy boot world, and if I was paying less than $200 for a boot, I got them on sale. So there you go, guys. That is a look at my everyday carry. The stuff that I actually run, I put it in my pockets. All of this fits in my standard like hiking pants, my Cools. I wear Cool Renegades all the time. They're my favorite freaking pants ever. All this fits comfortably. It doesn't look bulky in my pockets. It doesn't look like I have a ton of crap on me, and I conceal my handgun under a t-shirt. So guys, I am Uncle Freedom. Hopefully you found this insightful today. Again, like, subscribe, tell a friend. You can find me at Uncle Freedom 213 on Facebook or Instagram, or Uncle Freedom 213 at Outlook.com. Please hit me up with your questions. I'll do everything I can to answer them. Go back and check out some of those reloading videos, the medical videos. I've posted videos on almost everything I covered here in my stuff. So guys, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Until next time, I'll see you later.